welcome back to another stream. Today, we are actually going to be looking into a game that I came across on eShop that was on sale called Banner of the Maid. The only thing I really know about it is that it's turn-based RPG that's set in the French Revolution. That's about all I know about it. So, make sure I get everything set up. I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. This game is inspired by historical events and characters. Let's look at the options first. Volume. Sound and music at 6. Subtitles on, yes. Just in case. Combat animation, yes. Move speed, we'll do fast. Okay. Oh, let me add my no spoilers tag. I'll do it at the bottom here so that it's a little bit visible. Oh. Ugh. We'll keep it at the top, I guess. I'll adjust it as needed. Let's see, difficulty selection. Officer mode, you can save the game anytime during battles. Retreating causes no penalty. Start the game with a small amount of fun and reputation. This is suitable for first-time players. You can only save... You can save only once in each battle. Retreating causes penalty to your rewards earned. Start the game with no extra funds or reputation. This mode is suitable for players who like challenging gameplays. Oof. We'll do general mode. Sorry, give me one sec. Let me turn the volume off. Yeah, I'll do general mode. I like a challenge. Azure Flame Studio presents. Producer, Boris Ho. Lead artist, Xie Jiang. I didn't see the other one. Programmer, Yang Zhisheng Xinhuang. Probably saying all these days very poorly, but I'm trying. Chinese isn't exactly an easy language. Banner of the Maid. Prologue, Night in Varet. Summer 1791, Varennes, France. Blah, blah, blah.
Huh?
Varennes is not far ahead. Are you sure that the king will be here? I can only hope that it's true, otherwise the king of France might already be in the territory of another country. Be vigilant, Marquis de Lafayette. If we don't bring back the king back, the whole country will shake tomorrow. France can afford this kind of blow during such a crucial moment. What is the king thinking? Can't he just stay put in the palace? Conde Maribo. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher all this. Having just recovered from a serious illness, you should stay in Paris and rest. It was I who provided the intelligence. Of course, I have the responsibility to accompany you and the troops here. I don't think they're the Garde Nationale.
原来如此。
It's the army of the royalists. They must be here to pick up their king. Then I'm counting on you. I'm not experienced in battlefield commanding or leading charges. Our actions tonight will change the fate of France. Marquis de Lafayette. Please be sure to find the king and all of his entourage.
让我来吧。
Don't worry. You'd better take the time and think about how to persuade the king. What's that noise?
Huh?
The enemy has been alerted and are guarding the bridge. Anyway, move to the enemy first, get close to attack, show no mercy to these traitors.
不要松懈，革命的成败在此一举了。
I'm so used to hearing Japanese that hearing Chinese is very interesting.
速战速决，冲啊！ 注意队形，冲锋！
There's still one group of enemies left at the entrance of the town. I hope the king is still there. No time to waste. Get it done now.
还在磨蹭什么？快下命令！ 速战速决，冲啊！ 不要松懈，革命的成败在此一举了。注意队形！
I'm so thrown off by the Chinese. But at the same time, it's kind of nice to hear a different language other than Japanese sometimes.
速战速决，冲啊！
啊，
Russ, regarding this carriage, let's get closer and take a look. The designated areas that you need to reach are marked as yellow grids. Move into that area to complete your mission.
还在磨蹭什么？快下命令！
Like the messenger said, it's the carriage that the king took. I'll leave the searching in the town to you as I stay here to guard the carriage. Please try not to cause a disturbance.
让我来吧。
I will deal with it. You can rest assured. Well, madam, please step outside. As I expected, it's her who stayed in the carriage. Surely you know what would happen next, yes? His Highness is in the town, and the Marquis de Lafayette will find him soon enough. Please come back to Paris with us. What will happen to our family when we return to Paris?
总而言之，
Documents left by His Majesty confirmed that he had betrayed the country and the people. He'll be detained as soon as you arrive in Paris. For France at this moment, betrayal is a delicacy in which friends inside and outside Paris are all eagerly waiting to take their bait. Then what will become of my children, the future of the royal family?
总而言之，
Your children will be taken care of, after all. They're from the bloodline of the royal family. The current situation, their lives can only be held in the hands of others. Alright, please don't make any unnecessary resistance. This is the consequence of the royal family's behavior. You must take responsibility. Sure enough, just as I predicted, the painting, the blue diamond has responded.
哦，
Seems like you're the person I'm looking for.
什么？
What do you mean? I'm not here for the king. What I'm looking for is the ability hidden in you. Anyway, what I'm about to say may be confusing to you, but please listen to it carefully and consider it seriously before answering my question. This is not only about you and me, but also the future of the country. Yelling commotion can be heard in the distance. Seems that the king has been found. There is not much time. Please listen carefully. That was the most turbulent moment of my life. I escaped from the gate of death, and my hands hold the key to change the future of the country. That was the legacy that has been passed down for hundreds of years and appeared in many stories and legends. Women who are affected by it are inevitably caught in a tortuous fate. Hope this action will be one of the many remorses in my life. Hope that they can become the maids of France that'll make the country peaceful and stable. 5 years later, outskirts of Toulon, France.
So the saying that the king was kidnapped is false? The public knew the truth. The royal family should have been imprisoned or even worse.
It's just a story that I heard while drinking. Telling this story because you, my young lady, are too bored on the road.
Oh, it was just a story. Speaking of which, I have heard several versions of similar stories. But the woman who changed the royal family may truly exist. After her intervention, there have been many changes in the royal family.
哦，
Oh, young lady, do you really believe that so-called maid stuff? Oops. Situation in France. Speaking of that, when I was young, I really couldn't believe a revolution would really happen.
7 years ago, the king summoned the Estates General to solve financial problems.
That's right. The clerk gave for the first estate, the nobility for the second estate, and the commoners for the third estate.
The Estates General testified the contradiction between the estates, and finally a revolution took place in France. The Bastille was stormed, and the king compromised, resulting in the negation of the current assembly.
Oh?
Well, you're quite familiar with the history. Then what do you think of the revolution?
I was in Corsica 7 years ago and didn't know too much about Paris. I learned all of it later in the École Métallière. But in the past few years, although the power of the nobility has been weakened, the royal family stood unaffected.
Well, the royal family changed their attitude after that, supported the reform of the assembly, and did a lot of unprecedented things. For example, girls like you were enrolled in the École Métallière. That's a policy promoted by the royal family, and they've made good use of the publicity.
I know this too, but a soldier should not care too much about the political issues.
I can see that you don't care about politics. Otherwise, you would have known me.
Really?
Never mind. Speaking of the military, young lady, have you been transferred to Toulon? There's a war going on here, as I know.
My older brother is also a soldier, and he's serving in Toulon. I'm here to take a vacation.
My opinion, now is not the time for military personnel to take a vacation. Domestic rebellions happen from time to time. The wars with neighboring countries are also ongoing.
As you said, as a soldier, it's time to fight for the country on the front line.
Oh?
Well, then why are you?
To be honest, I have just experienced a fierce battle recently. Well, it was said to be a victory according to the final result.
Well, I can tell it from your medal. Even it's awarded by the royal family as a response to the current situation, must be a considerable degree of military merit.
But the casualties were overwhelmingly heavy, which made me start to doubt whether I'm suitable as a soldier.
Oh?
So you came here to talk to your brother about it?
Yes, it was also my brother's recommendation to lead me to apply to the École Métallière. Although he is strange and ambitious to outsiders, he's definitely a qualified soldier.
Well, it's a bit odd to hear such compliments from someone's own sister. But speaking of Toulon, it's definitely not a good place for a vacation now. The ongoing battle in Toulon has been half a year already since the traders within the city helped the foreign army to occupy Toulon. Nearby cities that are affected by the war are also in a panic.
Alas, people are suffering too much. This war must be ended as soon as possible. However, it is strange that not only the neighboring countries, Prussia and Austria, are attacking the city, but also the British. Since the House of Bourbon is still there, and if they're worried about the impact of the revolution, they shouldn't be rushing to wage war. Even His Majesty supports the Assembly to engage in war. It's really...
Well, it's really abnormal, and there may be some unknown power in the back.
Are you saying, like, the power of the Maids?
Sorry, water. Who knows? However, it is not a strange thing for the king to support the war.
说来话长。
Although the king has temporarily won the support of the people, the power of the royal family and the nobility are still weakening. The revolutionist regime is defeated by foreign troops, they will regain power.
Do they even know how many people die for this?
Too bad. Perhaps I really have chosen the wrong person. Just my personal conjecture. In any case, war is inevitable.
Glory on the battlefield, defending the country. We joined the army for this purpose. When we actually stepped into the battlefield, it was a totally different thing. Hundreds of people will either survive or die on the battlefield because of our decisions. How can one take up these responsibilities?
That I don't know. I'm not familiar with military affairs. However, you see, whether you're of the royal family or the common folks, who can really say if they can dominate their own fate? According to my decades of experience, fate often won't give you much choice. What do you think, young lady? In order to not make mistakes, would you let go of the opportunity to change your fate?
Surely not.
So much for the talk. We're near a total.
Well, it looks like my ride ends here. The person that my brother sent to pick me up should be near.
Then I'll bid you farewell. If you happen to visit me in Paris, prepare more interesting stories and some refreshments for you.
Thank you. And I have a few words to say to you before I leave.
Yes.
Your storytelling skills could use some work. Please do hone your speech before we meet next time.
This is the first time I've had such an audience. This was the first time I saw Pauline Bonaparte. After that, she set foot on the battlefield again. And when we'll meet again in Paris, that's several months later.
Is the guy who's supposed to pick me up still not here yet? I haven't seen Brother Napoleon for more than a year. News about his military merits on the front line can be heard from time to time. This area was once downtown. The war broke out, civilians were evacuated, leaving only a mess here. People just want a stable and peaceful life, but they can't get it because of the war. Having said that, how come no one is coming? Did I come to the wrong place? Artillery? In the distance, it's very close. Damn it, it's the enemy force. They have already advanced this far? I have to find a place to hide immediately.
Did that young lady come this way? Could she happen to be Bonaparte's sister?
布娜巴小姐，
Can you hear me, Mademoiselle Bonaparte? No response, then I'll have to search this entire area.
Who's that blockhead yelling on the street? He might as well lead the enemies to us directly. I guess he must be the one sent by my brother. I can join him and escape from here. Anyway, let me check out the surroundings and find a place where we can meet.
Tut tut. It's the enemy scouts, a group of scattered soldiers. You need to defeat them to reach the intersection in the front. In any case, the safety of Mademoiselle Bonaparte must be guaranteed. There's a chain of advances against other classes. Among the various classes of units, your damage and hit chance against the target will be increased when you are in advantage, decreased when you are in disadvantage. Leclerc's Chavel is light cavalry, which is in advantage against light infantry, but in disadvantage against heavy cavalry.
都准备好了吗？
It's a military cap of one of our soldiers, and it was hit by several bullets. It seems that the front line has expanded to this town. Port is said to be occupied by British warships. I guess the situation is not looking very optimistic. I don't know how many soldiers have already been sacrificed in the battlefield. I'll take it with me. If I meet anyone friendly, it's easier for them to recognize me.
诸位，让我们为未来而战吧！
Okay, has the advantage. That's good at least.
准备战斗，开火！上吧，拿下他们！
Battlefield contains various terrains. Terrains affect the performance of troops, sometimes obstruct their movements. For example, it's harder to move through the puddles in the town, and fighting in puddles reduces your chance of dodging enemy attacks.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
And this basket is a bundle of fleur de lis. The petals are already withered. Under the rubble, a dead body? Seems to be some civilian who didn't have the time to evacuate. It's not the time for a sedimentary. Keep moving forward.
Received iris basket.
好的，今天就让我来打头阵吧。准备战斗，开火！ 上吧，拿下他们！
Hit or defeat enemies to increase your morale. When your morale counter is full, you can use the heroic attack command. Heroic attack increases your damage and hit chance as well as grants you extra experience.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
A piece of a burnt banner. Not long ago, I was fighting with my comrades under this banner. Soldiers fought under my command, and although they eventually repelled the enemy, most of them were killed. Was my leadership good enough?
想好了吗？再不行动，我可等不及了。 准备战斗，开火！
Okay. HP represents the organization of a troop. When it is reduced to 0, that troop will have to retreat. When your troop loses too much HP, you can recover it by using items via the item command. Unlike weapons, items will permanently disappear when used up.
都准备好了吗？
诸位，让我们为未来而战吧！上吧，拿下他们！好的，今天就让我来打头阵吧！ 准备战斗，开火！上吧，拿下他们！想好了吗？再不行动，我可等不及了。
Are you Mademoiselle Bonaparte?
This must be the guy who was yelling. His voice was so loud. Excuse me, are you with my brother Napoleon?
The spawn of your brother, Charles Leclerc.
原来如此啊！
Well, just like he described, Mademoiselle Pauline, you have the temperament that fits his military uniform. This military uniform perfectly.
Is that what my brother said?
Except Mademoiselle Josephine, you're the one he talked about most. However, the fits this military uniform part is my own opinion.
Thank you. There are few people in the military who speak little like you, Mr. Leclerc.
Men or women, some people are born to be soldiers. Let's stop talking and standing here and go back to the camp first. There is an enemy line nearby, and it'll be dangerous to stay here for too long.
快逃！
Look out, Pauline! Send me artillery! Retreat now!
Leclerc!
French Camp Toulon.
波丽娜，
Battle begins in 4 hours. Are you still the determined soldier that I knew?
拿破仑哥哥，
Is that you, Brother Napoleon?
Clerk asked me to bring you a message that you owe him a big favor. Don't forget to return it later.
真的吗？
Monsieur Leclerc? Is he alright now?
His legs were broken from diving in order to save you, and he'll return to Paris to rest tomorrow.
If I'd paid more attention to my surroundings, I would have noticed that the area had already been bombarded once by the enemy. It's my poor judgment that led Monsieur Leclerc's serious injury.
Bad luck happens from time to time on the battlefield. Don't blame yourself. I've heard of your victory on the front line. You won the battle, but with heavy casualties.
哦，
What, did you expect to get some compliments from me?
Although the enemy was defeated, I was exceptionally commended. I can't forget the soldiers who died in that battle, and I can't praise our victory.
我
Should I really be considered a qualified leader?
It was I who brought you to Paris, and it was I who suggested that you enter École Militaire. Am I doing something wrong?
No, it was my own decision to become a soldier.
Call your original intent of joining the military, Pauline. This very moment the war is still going on. The commander agreed to my plan not long ago. Tonight we'll launch a general attack on the enemy's position. Once the fortress is occupied, we can then use the cannons to drive the British warships out of Toulon. It's time for this battle to end. Since Leclerc is injured, I need another adjutant. What say you? Are you coming with me?
我
Make a decision, since the people are unworthy of the battlefield.
就这样办吧。
If you don't want to be a soldier anymore, I will arrange someone to send you back to Corsica.
I will stay, brother. Tell me about the battle plan.
Good. Then find yourself something to eat first. You can't go to the battlefield with an empty stomach. Come to me when you're ready.
Leclerc's injury is my responsibility. I still can't leave the battlefield. Protect the people like us from the anguish of war. It's for this reason that we decided to join the army.
"开炮！"
Excuse me. Keep firing. Their enemy's resistance is still very strong.
Battle against the enemy positions began in the afternoon and continued until the evening. The target of the attack is Montmartre, the most heavily fortified position of the enemy's defense around Toulon, and also the key point of my brother's plan. Once we occupy this position, our artillery can bombard the British warships in the port from the high ground, block their reinforcements, and retreat routes at sea, and turn the tide of battle in one fell swoop. At the moment, our army has suppressed the enemy artillery, but still hasn't gained a decisive advantage. If the situation continues this way... Bonaparte, it's turning into a prolonged battle. The power of our military will be limited if we hold off until the nighttime. This is Rose de Beaumont, the artillery commander who's supporting my brother's offensive. Her name alone indicates that she's a noble, which is quite rare in the revolutionist-dominated army. Most aristocratic officers have been replaced by the revolutionists. Only a few continue to serve in the army due to the influence of the Queen. Rose de Beaumont is the most distinguished among them. Speaking of the legend of the Maids, has been taboo for the past hundreds of years, as it's always related to witches and heresy. Recently, there have been positive rumors spreading in the country, precisely because of the performance of General Rose de Beaumont on the battlefields and the publicity of the royal family. The remaining shells are sufficient to support 3 or 4 rounds of artillery support. It's time to make a decision. Rose de Beaumont, pay attention to the tone of your voice. This is not the era when you nobles can criticize and boss around people in the army. Your responsibility is to coordinate the artillery, not issuing combat orders. This man is Hubert Mondego, the supervising adjutant sent by the general. There are many rumors about him in the army. His former superiors have all become big shots, so he's been rapidly promoted to the army. Officers who haven't received formal training like him aren't uncommon nowadays. Commander Bonaparte surely had his plan. Your reminder is unnecessary. Or are you just trying to take credit for his work with your so-called instinct of the Maid? I'm just speaking as a common soldier. Indeed, we don't have enough ammunition or enough time. It's now or never. Concentrate all the shells and launch the final bombardment on the enemy positions. I'll lead the infantry charge. We must seize the opportunity to occupy the battery on the shore.
Polina.
Pauline, you're with me. As for Monsieur Mondego, do you want to participate in this charge with us? About that, I caught a cold on the way here, so I'm not in condition for the charge. Then you'll be commanding the artillery supports. I have already issued the plan to my subordinates. All you need to do is fire as planned.
什么?
Well, the bombarding is crucial to the offensive. I'll see to it personally. The troops are ready and waiting for orders, sir. Rainy day combat is extremely tough, and the most important thing is to inspire the soldiers' courage. For your ability to good use, Pauline.
没问题，看我的吧。
Let me know if you need my support anytime, Pauline.
好的。
Understood.
狠狠的打！
Get ready for the first round of bombardment. Fire! Brace yourselves. We're under fierce bombardment from the enemy. Hold the line as long as we hold Fort Mulgrave. Victory is ours. Dodge chance of troops. Both friendly units and enemy units will decrease in the range. Units marked with ally are temporary friendly troops on our side. They won't earn experience during battles. Units marked with calm are friendly troops that act on their own. Try your best to defeat enemies with Pauline herself to maximize the experience route.
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！全体准备，开火！瞄
瞄准了，给我打！
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。准备，开火！为了祖国的安宁，我们必须前进。 准备，放！
把他们统统干掉！
Keep firing.
全体准备，开火！ 瞄准了，给我打！
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
战场上可容不得马虎。
地图分析，就让我来吧。
也不掂量掂量自己的斤两，干掉他们！
Damn it, the enemy has already rushed our position. Who's the man with the messy hair, and who's that young lady? Could she be just like Lady Wesley? Not bad. The bombardment is going well, and Rose's rangeman is trustworthy. However, our enemy is very tenacious. Pauline, can you still hold on? Time is running out. Go all out and break through the enemy's defense. With my ability, I can maximize the courage of soldiers and strengthen their combat effectiveness. I got only one shot at the moment. Now is the most crucial time of the battle. Understood. Pauline's inspiration command will increase the damage done in a short period. Once you use the command skill, you cannot cancel your move. You must issue an order of attack and wait to finish your action.
都准备好了吗？
炮击支援准备好了，随时听候命令。
集中火力，开炮！
思考的时间结束了，准备战斗。狠狠的打！
This is the last round of attacks. Fire! Position is almost lost. It's exactly like Lady Wesley said, the French will become our greatest threat. The eagle from Corsica will ignite the fire of war that will sweep across the continent.
Don't 不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
Actually, I think I should use that. There you go.
为了祖国的安宁，我们必须前进。准备，
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
准备，开火！打起精神，可别落在后面了。注意，放！
战场上可容不得马虎。
地图分析，就让我来吧。
准备，开火！注意，放！都准备好了吗？
思考的时间结束了，准备战斗。
We did it! Unbelievable, although you were just temporarily taking command. You fought with such bravery, as impressive as your brother said.
You've overpraised me. It seems to be my ability or something making soldiers become... In comparison, the targeting and timing of the cannons under your command were truly impeccable. It's rumored that you know every detail of the terrain no matter where you're fighting. Seems that it's no exaggeration.
Don't say that. This is all thanks to Monsieur Hubert's strategic commanding, right?
确实.
You're totally not the same as they said. Everyone thought that the maid of the royal family was a cold-hearted and grim person. Rose, situations on the other fronts are still unclear. Till the artillery to catch up quickly and attack the British warships in the port. Understood. Soldiers, ready the cannons. Your Excellency, it's the bombardment of the French.
It seems that Fort Mulgrave has fallen. We should retreat as soon as possible before they block the port.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
This should be sufficient to force those stubborn old men to make up their minds to wage war against France.
有意思。
The status quo of this country is a group of beasts fighting each other, and the one that survives will be the fiercest one yet. We should take the opportunity to defeat them now. However, this is not something for me to decide. Anyway, I should return home for some long-term discussions.
La victory is a nous. How about Unit 1, turn 6. 20 enemies defeated, funds 1,000. Summary 1,000. I see you're here, Pauline.
Well, I can see the whole view of Toulon from here.
Take a good look. This is the city we've liberated.
Brother, how can you be so determined to implement a battle plan like this?
可是
In order to contain the enemy outside the city, our allied forces have been fighting very hard. Even so, we might have not had enough time to occupy Fort Mulgrave.
You're right. We were lucky to succeed in the end. Perhaps we should thank God for helping us.
I, for one, can't make such a decision. Thinking of not being able to win the battle while soldiers fight with their lives.
我
Maybe I'm not a qualified commander at all.
哦，
Pauline, do you know what's more painful than a soldier's death?
More painful?
To let them die in vain under the command of incompetent generals. And this is happening every day in the war. I believe that I'm the best choice that soldiers could possibly have. So I never hesitate when making decisions.
可是... But if I come up with better plans...
Pauline, do the instructors of École Battalion not tell you? The talents of soldiers must be honed on the battlefield in order for them to blossom. For that day, the soldiers who died under your command are the responsibility you must bear. Remember our snowball fights back in Corsica?
You won 35 times. I won 20 times.
You have snatched 20 victories from the best soldier in France. Give yourself some credit.
Brother.
So much for the gossip. I have to prepare my personal report for Paris. Otherwise, God knows what Huber will say. With the victory, the big shots in Paris should finally make up their mind and give us a chance to make a big difference. Remember to come and help me by then, Pauline.
Understood.
After the British wars withdrew, remaining enemy forces on the land were quickly annihilated. The flame of victory burned in the city of Toulon. However, the war is not over. Starting from Toulon, the conflict between France and all of Europe has become more intense. All this started with the revolution that took place in Paris a few years ago. Nowadays, the French royal family survives under the influence of a woman, which makes Paris a stage of order and chaos intertwined.
Really?
2 months later, Paris, France. Hustle and bustle of the streets.
Paris is still the same city that is so lively even at this hour. Mon Maison Cafe, according to the map. I'm in the right place. But I don't see any signboards with this name nearby. After the siege of Toulon, my brother got an exceptional promotion because of his military exploits and the revolutionists' recommendation. I'm also invited to Paris by the royal family to receive my reward. My brother asked me to find a cafe run by a woman named Josephine and live there for the time being.
We all heard that your husband has already been executed on the guillotine. No one can protect you here. That's right, drive them out! This used to be our home!
This doesn't look like an ordinary quarrel.
Hey-yo.
That's a matter of years ago. If you have so much spare time to harass me, why don't you go back and find a proper job? And don't blame me if I have to remind you that I have several old friends in the guards of Paris.
Don't believe her nonsense. Those people have been locked in prison with her husband long ago. Get out of here, you servant.
Lily! Hi, Lily! How are you? Tut tut, this is getting ugly. This must be the Maison Cafe.
Yeah, it was on sale and it seemed interesting, so just wanted to check it out.
Are you Madame de Beauharnais? My brother Napoleon Bonaparte should have written about my visit.
Huh?
Napoleon? You must be...
Stop wasting time already. Someone help me and throw her out.
哎呀，想要耍流
Hey
氓
you,
啊
don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, I guess it's a Chinese RPG. I never heard of it either. I was just looking through the game deals on the eShop and came across it, and I had enough points to get it because it's on sale for like $3. So
Rugs on the streets looking for trouble? Seems the fight is inevitable.
别开玩笑了。
Stop it now! Are you people not ashamed of bullying an aged woman? An aged woman? Ouch, who is this young lady?
Wait, she seems to be wearing a military uniform.
That said, you must be Pauline Bonaparte. Too bad that you're seeing this. Come with me to the cafe now.
What'd you say? Pauline Bonaparte? It's the Maid of Toulon, damn it. What trouble have you got us into? I'm done with it.
Yeah, I looked up the rating on it too before buying it, and since it got such a high rating, I'm like, well, it seems interesting enough, so. Sounded very interesting in the first place. But yeah, critics aren't always the best at, like, being the best sometimes, but I figure for $3 basically, and it has such a high rating, I might as well just look into it.
Hey, old man, you better watch it.
Fortunately, my brother taught me how to fight back in Corsica. Also my swordsmanship, which was taught by instructor Deon, but... The Maid of Toulon? What are they talking about? They must be hired by nearby gangs to make trouble. After all, my salon cut a lot of businesses from them when it was booming. It was why so much French. Ravi de vos raconteurs, Madame de Bonhanas. I'm probably butchering this so bad. My brother should have mentioned in his letters about just bothering you by living here during my stay in Paris. Just call me Josephine. So you're Napoleon's sister. Yandex translator activates. Excuse me, my brother clearly said it was a stylish, magnificent place. Why is it so run down? Run down? Young lady, I didn't promise anyone to let you live here now, did I? What do you mean?
那你可就不懂了。
It seems that you still don't know it, that your story is spread all over Paris. The flower of the battlefield that bloomed in Toulon, and the maid of France that's equal to Rose de Beaumont, something like that. What? What's going on here? I obviously didn't... In short, you're already a star in Paris. If you live here, maybe you'll bring in some unexpected trouble. Alas, it's okay to lend you a room here, but you'll have to help me out. Oh, of course. Anything that I can do. Then join my Club de Malmaison and be my adjuvant. What? It was a small organization that I gathered by hosting the salon here. It was quite popular in the past. Although, as you can see, after my ex-husband died, it was gradually deserted.
你解救我。
I'm not the kind of person who gives up easily. However, to make a comeback, I need someone to help. I'm sorry, I can't stay in Paris for too long. I don't know much about social...
那你可就不懂
That you don't
了。
have to worry about the rising star in the army. Just like you are the best political signboard. Just like the Jacobins soliciting your brother. If you keep earning military merit on the battlefields, there will be people who are willing to worship you, and the influence of your faction is guaranteed. When you come back to Paris, you'll just have to occasionally deal with the commissions that you're tasked with by the big shots, and everything will go smooth. And keeping a good relationship with the other factions would also benefit you in various ways. Your brother's promotion is a good example of this. Of course, with your current fame, you can also pledge your service to the big shots, or simply declare loyalty to the royal family. Then I'll stay with you. If you need my help with anything, please don't hesitate to tell me.
Oh?
Huh? Are you sure you want to stay in such a small place? Of course. My brother said that you're a reliable person. Moreover, I want to gain a foothold in the army with my own skills. Good for you. However, if you want to help, do you know the rules of etiquette for social occasions? Well, in short, always strike first with a decisive attack. That's what my brother taught me. Oh, you two are truly brother and sister. Well then, there is a room available upstairs. Used to be my husband's room. You can live there for the time being. It's already quite late today. Go get some rest. The location Malmaison Salon has been unlocked. The faction Malmaisons has been unlocked. And don't worry, you'll have a worthy metalier to accompany you. I can't believe got a cameo on this tactical RPG thing? I was promised spacey shit. What is this? On the second floor of the Malmaison Cafe, listen to the sound of carriages that occasionally pass by the window. I recall my life in École Métallière. According to Josephine's introduction, Paris has changed a lot compared to the days when I was in the École Métallière. I did watch the Nintendo Direct. I was kind of meh about most of it, though. Let's be honest. According to Josephine's introduction, Paris has changed a lot compared to the days when I was in the École Métallière. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that 100 lines will go. Apparently, that company took out a loan just to be able to make the game. So. The Marvel oh no. The reactions for things are always interesting to see sometimes, just like small clips of people's reactions. I heard with the Metroid Prime 4 someone actually fainted. Ew. Why would you get that excited that happens? Maybe he was like, I don't know. Yeah, I was just like, I understand people getting excited about things. I know a lot of people were excited about the Mario and Luigi brothers ship. Were there any games that you were particularly interested in during the direct? The Foilons, led by the commander-in-chief of the army, Marquise de Lafayette, and the implementing constructional monarchy are now the main authorities. And the king's declaration of supporting the revolution had won over many supporters of the royal family among the common folks and nobles outside Paris. That's fair. Because of their political views match the voice of the people, prestige of the Jacobins is rising. My brother is among them too. The situation continues to change, and all factions are trying to win the support of the Parisian citizens.
Yeah, that's what I heard a lot of people saying. I don't think anyone expected Mario and Luigi to come back after Alpha Dream went under. True, true. I've actually never played a Mario and Luigi game, so I knew it was Mario and Luigi game, but I was just kind of like, oh, okay, that's cool. It's like I thought that company went under, but I couldn't help but think of the classmates that I had in École Matelier. Eugene, Cosette, Charlotte. I wonder how they're doing now. I met them, said farewell, and went to the battlefield. I witnessed the soldiers die under our banner, tasted victory and pain. I thought about giving up my identity of being a soldier. I've heard that they're good. I've never actually tried one, I guess. But eventually I stayed. Not only because of the persuasion of my brother and others, but also because of my own pursuit. When I'm on the battlefields, I have a special ability to inspire soldiers with courage and motivate them to move forward. As if I can naturally win their trust, although I still don't know where this ability comes from. And because of this, I can't take the responsibility of a commander as decisively as my brother. There are still a few days before the banquet held by the royal family. Till then, what should I do with my free time in Paris? Maybe when I've gone through the dozens of other games I have already. One moment. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. It was very stuffy. I hate blowing my nose when the microphone's on, so. I was also excited about the Ace Attorney investigations coming to the Switch. I'm excited to play those. I'm also hoping that the new Phantom Brave game will be as good as the first one, but we'll see. Back to swordsmanship. How do I? Okay, so menu. Okay. Let's actually save. I didn't know that there was fan translations, but that would make sense, I guess. Let's play with wildcats and relax, why not? By trying to make friends with the wild black cat near the salon, although the results aren't ideal, I became more agile than before. Pauline has acquired a new skill. Speed +1, which increases dodge and makes you easier to chase attack enemies. Cannot coexist with speed. The kitties gave us agility. A few days later. In the Maison Salon, you can take the side quests and view information such as the gallery and career achievements. The current influence of the Malmaison's Maison is not high enough to provide side quests to you. Try to attract the attention of other factions first. Talk to Josephine to find out what to do now. Pauline, why are you still wearing this military uniform? The banquet is about to begin.
可是
As a soldier, I think it's more appropriate that I wear my uniform to the banquet.
这可不行。
Nonsense. Certain occasions require certain outfits. This is one of the basic skills of social etiquette. Now go to the bedroom and put on the dress I have prepared for you. But I insist. I said now, otherwise you're going to sleep on the street tonight. Okay. A few moments later. What now?
哎呦，
Tut tut, isn't it perfect for you? Now that you're ready, get going. The banquet is held in the Palais. Why are you giving me so many French words to speak? The banquet is held in the Palais des Tuileries. You're one of the honored guests, so don't be late. Location, Palais des Tuileries. Blah, 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 blah. That's been unlocked. However you say it. Select the map. We're going to the palace. I'll be late if I want, Mom. Select the map icon in the lower right corner and select the location. The palace. I'm just gonna call it the palace. She is really cute in that, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you're right. She is very cute in that. The Tuileries Palace, where the royal family members live, usually only nobles have the privilege to enter. The guards at the palace have been lax compared to the time that the king returned to Paris. Provides ornaments and medals for purchase. I do like the art style, yeah, it's very nice. But stop giving me so much French. I know this is France, but stop giving me so much French to speak. I don't know French that well. Well then, allow me to say a few words. The royal family is very, very pleased to be here to help these outstanding generals and give them a chance to contribute to our country. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses and give a cheer for the heroes of France. Loud cheering, woo! Alas, the wine of the royal family is truly outstanding. Don't be drinking like you have no tomorrow. Is that Monsieur Robespierre there? Maybe I can go and say hello. Whatever, these revolutionists, paranoids, are the ones with no future. I'd rather take this opportunity to fawn over the royal family. I heard the queen will be here too. Gentlemen, please be careful to keep up your etiquette and do not offend other guests. Oh, of course, of course. The heroes of France, including but not limited to me. Don't forget me. You gotta include me. Me and others. Very good then. I wish you a pleasant evening. Brown noser of the nobles. When I'm in power someday. The nobles and the rich are all attending the banquet of the royal family. However, the atmosphere in Paris doesn't seem very harmonious. Too bad. I'd rather have worn my uniform. But Josephine said the banquet is the social battlefield. The dress she prepared for me fits perfectly. How did she do that?
Is this the maid of Toulon? You look like an ordinary girl.
And you are?
You may have heard my name, Robespierre. I'm a member of the Club de Jacobins, like your brother.
Robespierre, according to Josephine, is the core member of the Jacobins, which has been very popular among the people recently.
Social anxiety, right? Water. Recently, the Assembly appointed Napoleon to the Arme d'Italia as the commander-in-chief, and our faction helped a lot with his appointment. But I didn't expect the royal family would send young ladies of your age to the battlefield.
Oh?
Pauline, why is the protagonist of the banquet hiding in the corner?
Marie Antoinette, your majesty.
Monsieur Robespierre is here too. What are you two discussing?
Oh, about that. We're discussing whether it's appropriate to send such a young lady to the battlefield.
Nowadays, as a country is in distress, even such a young lady has the right to stand up and fight.
Is that so? It depends on whether she's really defending the country, or just forced to help the royal family to win over the people. After all, the so-called Maid is quite suspicious. People are more familiar with the name witch, am I right? You are a jerk! Shut up!
Monsieur Robespierre, you are sharp as ever, but their valorous performance on the battlefield is an indisputable fact. As for whether she's forced by the royal family, why wouldn't we ask Pauline's own opinion?
Oh no, why are you making me choose? Ugh! Sharp more like a double-edged sword. Except for they're both pointing to yourself. Ugh! I don't know what to do. Decisions are hard. Talk about the Malmaisons, I guess.
Speaking of which, Josephine once asked me to promote our faction when I had the opportunity. Is now the opportunity?
I have nothing to do with the royal family. That would be a funny option. That's why I kind of saved it there, to kind of see where things go.
Anyway, it's now or never. I remember Josephine's slogan is...
Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, please listen to me.
What?
Are you so worried?
Oh no! No, oh no! I can't even read this. It's too, no.
Are you still worried about daily food and clothing? Are you still worried about the future of your family? Do you still think that life in the upper class is out of reach? Worry no more. Join the new salon held at the Malmaison Cafe for your new future.
Why did I choose this? Oh no.
It's a
place of pleasant scenery and comfortable seats, and it's hosted by the famous social celebrity Madame de Bahanis. I'm laughing too hard. There's no saving Pauline now. She's already started on her tirade. The Malmaisons sincerely welcome you. Come and be the future stars of Paris.
Anyway, Madame Thibault-Hanis, I have heard of her. She's a very energetic woman.
Oh, right. Sounds like a good place to relax. I'm interested too.
She died for her sins. Anyway, it's an impressive speech.
Reputation of the Malmaisons has increased by 50. Holy crap.
However, you still haven't answered the question.
Oh! I know what that means. We gotta have another save. I guess it worked. Oh, I love this. I can kind of see why this is a pretty good game, to be honest, so far. You have so much Riz, Lily, okay? Now the question is, do I want to go with I have nothing to do with the royal family or thank the royal family for help? That is going to be the question here. Yes, you did tell me. You said on your birthday, and I was very excited for you. Cause of the time doesn't exist anymore, I swear. It doesn't feel like it's almost gonna be July soon, so. I guess I'll do. I have nothing to do with the royal family. Just see what's. Please don't get me wrong. It was my personal wish to join the army. Like my brother Napoleon, I was enlisted to save my compatriots from the suffering of the war. Your reputation with the Jacobins has increased by 50. Since I have nothing. I have said something inappropriate. I'm sorry. I actually had to check if it actually was the 22nd. That being the case, if you don't mind, I have something to talk to Mademoiselle Bonaparte about in private. Well, it's almost time for me to leave. Please do enjoy the banquet, Mademoiselle Bonaparte. It's been a long time since we met, Pauline. I heard that you've left for vacation after being awarded the medal.
I was worried that you wouldn't return to the army. Her Majesty, the Queen Marie Antoinette from Austria. Josephine said that it was her suggestion for the king and the Feuerlands to join hands and save the royal family.
I like that answer.
It was also her suggestion to select women with special talents to join the army. She the woman in Comte de Maribaud's story? After all, the war is still going on. I don't wish to stop the war with your motherland.
Blah, I read that so wrong.
After all, the war is still going on. Don't you wish to stop the war with your motherland? The king, however, did declare that he supports the war against Austria. The banquet today is held to honor the heroes on the battlefield. Pauline, why do you think it is that can make a hero out of someone? What do you think it is?
Oh my god, I cannot read. What do you think it is?
Huh? I think being a hero is to achieve something that ordinary people can't do. And I think only those who can make choices in critical circumstances and are willing to bear the consequences can be heroes. Pauline, haven't you ever hesitated to make choices because it was difficult to foresee the consequences? Just like when we first met in the École Métallière. The Queen seems to be able to see through other people's minds. Your Majesty, do you mean that I should put the interests of the country before my own? Just like you did? No, I think I'm just someone who can't be a hero. Not all that Monsieur Mirabeau told you is true. Huh? The banquet is almost over, and your appointment has just been announced. You have to travel all the way to Italy after this. Understood. I will join the Maid d'Italia, where my brother is. Speaking of the enemy on the Italian battlefront, there's an army from your homeland, the Austrian army. As I said at the École Métallière, both the king and I had hoped that you girls would become the true saviors of the country, the maids of France, and change its future.
有什么需要，就和士官说吧。
If you need any help, just come to me. The royalists will back you up at any time. It's late. You should go back to rest. I didn't mention that I know Comte de Mirabeau, did I? How did the Queen...
She should have banned me after that advertisement.
Forget it. It's very late now. And if I stay outside any longer, Josephine will be mad at me. Relieved at last. The situation is getting more and more tense in Paris. It was Her Majesty the Queen who sent us to the École Métallière. I assume it was also the royal family to spread the rumors of the maids in Paris. Did they want to gain the support of the people through female officers trained by the royal family? Anyway, I should get prepared for my new appointment. There is still a lot of things to prepare before I leave for Italy.
Please, wait a minute, Mademoiselle Bonaparte.
And you are?
Louis Charles Antoine. Why does your last name have to be so difficult? Decide. Blah, 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 blah. I wasn't able to find you at the banquet, and I was planning to invite you for a dance back there.
So, he's General de Saxe. It looks like he's around the same age as my brother. It said that he was a noble but joined the army as a revolutionist. And his prestige among the people is very high. I'm not used to being on social occasions.
You're quite familiar. You're quite similar to Napoleon. Oh, right. He's something that Her Majesty the Queen forgot to give you when you left. I'm here to hand it over to you.
Is this a banner?
It's a replica of the banner held by the heroine who saved the country hundreds of years ago. The royal family hopes that you can inspire soldiers on the front line with it.
This pattern is... It's the banner of the Maid of Orleans, Jeanne d'Arc. The girl who saved France several hundred years ago.
They said it real credits.
It said that she could even hear the voice of God. Why are they giving me her banner?
What's the matter? Are you unwilling to accept it because it's from the royal family?
No. It's because I still have doubts about whether I'm qualified to command soldiers on the battlefields.
Oh?
Is that so? Is it so? As far as I know, a talented officer such as yourself is quite desired in the army.
General de Saxe, didn't you have any doubt when you first stepped foot on the battlefields? I heard that's because... I heard that because you're a nobleman, you weren't trusted by your superiors at first.
Yeah, I did have some doubts. Some of my problems still remain unanswered for now. However, problems encountered on the battlefield can only be solved on the battlefield. That is what I think. Anyway, I have already handed over the banner to you. Say hello to Napoleon for me next time you meet.
I certainly will. And thank you very much for your answer.
In addition, if we have the opportunity to meet again at some banquet, hope you'll give me the honor to dance with you.
What? I think I need to go home first.
Well, everything we do really lead this country to a better future. Unlocked by Slung Quests. One me right now. And this dress won't even me. No items. Final decision. We shall settle this like officers. The faction Royalist has been unlocked. Location Kazarine has been unlocked. Select the map in the lower right corner and select the location Kazarine to continue the main story. Bonaparte sends more letters recently. He's much more enthusiastic than he'd seemed to be. In addition, the big shots in Paris have recently been looking for extraordinary military personnel for chances of cooperation. If you want to go ahead, now's the time. You didn't get to live in that apartment for free, you know that? There's work. There are works to be done. Okay, that does make sense. Awkward applause slowly transforms to standing ovation. The king and the attendant, in order to expand the influence of the newly established faction known as the Malmaisons, Josephine urgently needed to get in touch with the big shots. At this time, Pauline received an invitation for the royal family. Jesus Christ, allergies. Why are you doing this to me? Reward funds plus 500 in the Maid zones, reputation plus 50. Pauline, where's that girl?
Madam, what's the matter?
Just call me Josephine and skip the rest.
Well, quit it.
Don't just play with wild cats all day long. You have something serious to do.
Huh?
There's an invitation for you. It's from... Oh my! It's from the king himself.
What? His Majesty the King?
After all, your performance is related to the reputation of the royal family. Perhaps that's why His Majesty wants to talk to you in person. This is a great opportunity. The Maisons will be famous in no time. I will play with the wild kids all I want. They're cute and they up my speed by 1. I can dodge enemies better. Leave me alone. My kitties. Kitty. Kitty.
So, is there no better name for our faction?
What, are you dissatisfied with this name? Or do you prefer the names of other factions? The Firefish, the Feathers?
On second thought, the Malmaison sounds great.
Alright, go get yourself properly dressed up now.
可是
No way, do you want me to wear that dress again? I think His Majesty wants to see a prepared soldier. You make a good point. Well then, you decide for yourself. So what clothes should I wear for... Oh no! Why are you... Oh no! I'm getting into decisions again I don't want. Pardon me. Sorry. Helen raises a good point. Yeah. And yeah, she doesn't make a good point, but at the same time, you're going to see the king. Ah! He just hit my elbow. Yeah, we're gonna go with uniform.
I'm wearing a military uniform. Wearing a dress always makes me feel uncomfortable.
Thank you. My allergies have actually been pretty good today. I don't know what it is about now that they decide that they want to be a pain in the butt. It's good all day with my allergies. You're here on time, Mademoiselle Bonaparte, a real soldier indeed.
After all, I was summoned by His Majesty the King himself.
Recently, not all that have been summoned by His Majesty the King are visiting so promptly. This way, please. Your Majesty, Mademoiselle Pauline Bonaparte is here.
你好，
Gosh, she's got a soldier on. Oh, nice to meet you, Citizen Bonaparte.
I'm honored to meet you, Your Majesty. What is the king playing with? A lock?
Oh, this one. This is a
This is a little research of mine, some craftsmanship. Well, His Majesty is very passionate about the craftsmanship of locks. Speaking of which, the guillotines used now were also improved according to His Majesty's suggestions a few years ago. Young lady in the court, ladies and gents. Oh, that it was indeed my sudden idea. Sometimes such great inspiration comes out of nowhere. For example, look at this lockbox with the key rotated 3 times. You can open a hidden space.
What should I do? The king seems to be waiting for my comment.
I feel like we would be rude not to praise him.
Its design is amazing, Your Majesty. The public would be surprised and marveled by your wisdom.
Oh, you see it too. I knew that even the citizens would understand this delicateness. Just shot at a fellow and took his boots, I guess, with the rifle. I guess 1862.
Repetition with royalists has increased by 50.
The craftsmanship of yours is truly unique, Your Majesty, but today you have invited Mademoiselle Bonaparte for other reasons. Oh, yes, Citizen Bonaparte, I heard that you're about to leave for Italy.
Yes, Your Majesty. As Your Majesty said, I'm leaving in a couple of days.
And the Queen once told me that she admired that you performed a lot of deeds of merit for the royal family on the front line.
Well, I did win some battles thanks to the courage of our soldiers.
Well, I'm also very pleased. And the royal family wants to acknowledge your merit with extra condonation. Since you're going to Italy, a lot of money is definitely needed. The royal family has specifically prepared some funds for you. I hope that you can make good use of it. Barry, please make sure it's done properly. Take my leave for other affairs that require my attention. Well then, Mademoiselle Bonaparte, please accept this as the appreciation of your contribution to the country.
Thank you very much. However, it's the first time that I have ever talked with His Majesty. It feels somehow...
After all, His Majesty willingly took his time to improve the guillotines, which nobody knows who will be lying under it in the future.
Monsieur Barry, I didn't mean that.
But His Majesty also sincerely hopes that the country would become stable. Mademoiselle Bonaparte, please do convey His Majesty's wishes to the people should you have the opportunity.
Okay. Speaking of which, I'm also working with the Malmaisons under Josephine. Madame de Beauharnais. The royal family happens to need some publicity. You can...
Do you run errands for her? Madame de Beauharnais is really terrific. I see. I will remind His Majesty and the King and Her Majesty the Queen about this.
Thank you.
Well then, I wish you a glorious victory in Italy. Anything else? Okay.
Hi, Leafy. Hi, baby. Yeah, one of my doggos.
My youngest doggo. Now she's licking me. Hey, baby. Oh no. Yeah, I think I would hate it if I was allergic to doggos. Okay, we're gonna take a small break because I have to get some more water. I need water. And we'll probably only go like 10 to 15 minutes with break, but roughly about 10 to 15 minutes. We should be back. See you soon. can find the correct thing to switch to. Thank you. Got some more water. I've been really craving water because it's been so hot. How unique it is. Here is where the troops are routinely trained and gather to march. If you want to be a qualified general, you should pay more attention to the situation of the soldiers. This is where you manage troops and initiate your expeditions. Okay. Chapter 3, Up and Coming. This time, France is under the threat of many hostile forces. In order to turn the tide, the Assembly appointed Napoleon as the commander. Oh no. Oh no, I accidentally skipped it by accident. Ah! Ah! Hi, Laura! It's okay. French army camp Italy. Say goodbye to Josephine and left Paris in a hurry. I set foot on the land of Italy. I was promoted with the support of the royal family. Just when I was about to put my abilities to good use, I encountered an unexpected situation. So my comrades, in order to spread the light of freedom and glory of France to the entire European continent, let us fight together. What on earth is this young lady talking about? It sounds exactly like Napoleon's speech. But it does feel somewhat exciting. Pauline enthusiasm is a good thing, but we must first be clear about our situation. Instructor Dion taught me swordsmanship in the École Métellière. Although he's an old man now, he's still positioned Marquis de Lafayette to join the front line. I lost Metallica member. He was a diplomat serving the royal family when he was young, and there are some really astonishing rumors of it. This time, he was appointed by the Queen to join me in Italy. And this is Joachim Murat, a very brave cavalry commander. But he's a bit arrogant, and he's not obedient to anyone except my brother. Damn sideburns! In addition, he likes to wear exaggerated uniforms, which seemed really impressive when I first saw him. The status quo is that we don't have enough supplies or equipment. Even worse, we don't have enough troops. Although, currently the morale de Armée d'Italie has improved thanks to the arrival of your brother, General Bonaparte. This is called Banner of the Maid. It is kind of like an alternate universe of the French Revolution. We play as Pauline Bonaparte, which is Napoleon's sister, in this. Young Louis Clubhouse shenanigans. That's also, I guess, a good condensed way of saying it. But military discipline is still sloppy, and Paulette is nowhere to be found. Oh no, we have Pauline and Paulette. Why? This is John Lons, an officer with outstanding records among the revolutionists. It's just that he's not very satisfied with the troops as they are currently in bad shape. There's still an artillery officer left. Where is she? We're leaving soon. Should we wait for her? That drunker probably didn't even receive the order to marshal forces. This is the first battle I'll face in Italy. The most important thing is to win everyone's trust. It has to be done decisively. It's just an ordinary reconnaissance mission. Gather your troops and proceed as planned.
Lance joined your army.
Marat joined your army.
Dion joined your army.
Receive Josephine's letter. New quest is available in the Maison Salon. It's like a visual novel plus tactical turn-based RPG. That's like the best way to put it. I guess the best way to think of it is like Fire Emblem. Yeah, this is Chinese. This is a Chinese made game. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. All the voices that you hear too are in Chinese as well. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it too. Puppies, why are you staring at me? Please stop staring at me. Inventory. Can I buy things? Oh, there you go. Dodge +5, armor +1, morale +5, hit chance +5. Hit chance might be good. Oh, that's cool. Let's see, speed +3, scout +4, defense +4. Ah, there we go. That's how you equip things. It's true. Hold on, what does the Order of Chivalry do? Yeah, let's do that instead. I want to go home. Or experimental musket. You know. Yeah, I can promote. I want to see what that's about. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I got a whole 1 HP. Woo! Okay. Sorry, just checking out some of the things in here. It is the first battle for Pauline in the Armée d'Italia. Her target is a small village with strategic value. Wait, what? Wait, I didn't see the description of that. What? Musket with long range attack and harder to chase attack enemy. It just means that you can charge at them. Easier, I think. That's what it means. The up arrow icon indicates that this unit is strengthened by certain means. Gee, really? Nothing suspicious here. Okay, defeat all enemies. Pauline is defeated or any 3 friendly units are defeated. No bonus challenge. Improve your reputation by the to get the pre-battle advice from your staff advisor. Okay. Hey, there's a treasure chest that I can go collect. Oh, it's a trophy. Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna grab that. Okay, just kind of want to view things and... Nothing to do but go! The car just brings out the gun and the musket falls off. This seriously isn't right. No, it does that all the time. If you ask me, I'd say her brother is, of course, very capable, but making this young lady a commander? What's wrong with the big shots in Paris? She's not as weak as you may think, and she's already established brilliant achievements at Toulon a few months ago.
Huh?
Really? She hasn't said a word for quite a while. Is she too nervous? If you care so much, why don't you ask her? Big deal. Commander, it's almost time to... There's some infantry and artillery stationed on the lower terrain. Most of the enemies are gathered around the village on the mountain. We should separate them into 3 groups and defeat them respectively.
确实.
First deal with the infantry regiment and the front as quickly as possible, and then engage the skirmishers that approach, luring them away from the clumsy artillery. Then rush to the mountain
eliminating the defending infantry using the terrain as cover, and regroup before confronting the enemy's main corps. What's the matter, Monsieur Marat? I was just about to find you. The enemy has a lot of light infantries. Can your cavalry handle them?
交给我吧。
Oh, a piece of cake. Just leave it to me. Been waiting for some battle ever since I arrived in Italy.
Excellent. Please get prepared right away then.
Like brother, like sister. Something changed? Seems like you don't look down upon her now. Speaking of which, Monsieur Lance, do you have any comments? I'm not one of those representatives for Paris. I do not judge a soldier solely by their appearance. Good! However, those in Paris sent us only a new commander, while the food supplies and equipment remain unimproved. They couldn't care less about the troops on the front line.
管他的！
Hearing the Chinese throws me off a little bit. Not in a bad way, it just throws me off. Take it easy, since she's the sister of General Bonaparte. Let's see what she's capable of.
The problems encountered on the battlefield can only be solved on the battlefield. Well then, let's start with this battle and kick the enemies back to where they came from. Always remember to occupy terrains that would bring you advantages. Grass is suitable for hiding, thus increases your dodge and defense.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
The one thing about this game is that Pauline is the only one who can gain experience. So that's like an interesting factoid.
下令吧，是你证明自己的时候了。
That's fair, Laura.
小姑娘，快下命令吧。
整理一下行装，让我们跳起兵来亮个相。跟好了，冲垮他们！都别落下，冲锋！ 跟好了，冲垮他们！都别落下，冲锋！
I guess if they're only allies, I guess. They have to be part of the party to gain experience. That's right, that's right. Never mind.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
But it is more beneficial to have her fight peeps.
准备，开火！感觉不错，部队的配合
Feels
更
good.
默
The
契
soldiers
了
are。getting better
继
at
续努力吧。
acting in unison. Keep it up. Ooh, I get a whole 1 HP, 1 whole attack, and 1 whole defense. No, I'm just
做决
being
定
kind of
前，
snarky.
先收集下情报吧。
你们看好了，可别拖我的后腿啊！跟好了，冲垮他们！都别落下，冲锋！
You mean the dude in the green? Is that what we were talking about? Are you talking about the dudes in the green? Apparently they are called volunteer Jaegers. This guy? No, the bread is a healing item. Who are you talking
Oh, this guy? He's the same as every other of these other guys here. It looks the same as this dude. Yeah, I mean, anyone compared to Pauline is
谨遵吩咐。
bleh. Battle Bread would have been funnier. That would have been funny, Laura, yes. That would have been funny.
啥？撤退？我才刚打到兴头上呢。嗨，
I didn't even realize that. That he was so far down in health. Look, it's Big Titty Lady. This countryside is so poor I can't even hear a single coin clinking. It took me half a day to find a bottle of wine. There's not much left of the ammunition. I'm asked to provide artillery support on the front line. The commander really likes to boss people around. Who is that woman? Artillery Officer Paulette Merrick is the one who arrived late. Though she's often lazy, she won't be absent in crucial moments. I would say that she's either particularly sly or particularly good at reckoning. Monsieur Lanz, you seem to know her very well. That's unexpected. It's just that I've known her the longest amongst my colleagues. She seems to be the same age as Josephine, and looks like a very experienced artillery officer. Well then, Mademoiselle Paulette, I'm counting on your artillery support. This is the new commander, Napoleon's sister. Looks like she's a capable person. It would have be a profitable deal if I get along with the Bonapartes, both brother and sister. No problem. I'll get my job done. The ammunition reserve is low, and there's enemy artillery nearby. Maybe I can find something that they have left behind. Surely you have long attack range, but they cannot counterattack in close range. Do keep them away from enemies. While it has only a few cannonballs left, find the trophy chest on the battlefield to get some supplies. I mean, she's literally right next to it.
弟兄们，准备战斗！
No.
都准备好了吗？
Okay, so she can actually attack from a bit of ways.
“怎么，要我变装去探下虚实吗？”自由射击！
注意，放！
不要大意，部队的后勤也要跟上。
注
是敌军，开火！
给我轰！
尝尝这个！
Campfire can restore HP for adjunct troops ignited simply by saying "wait" next to it. Cool.
好事要趁早，今天的头功就让给我吧。
小姑娘，快下命令吧！
找好位置，射击！
下令吧，是你证明自己的时候了。是敌军，开火！
不要冒进，就按预定计划
I
行
can't
动
believe。I got this game on sale for like $3.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
No. Ah! I want to put her next to the fire.
做决定前，先收集下情报吧。
谨遵吩咐。
伙计们，该你们上场表现了。开火！开火！
I told you the Chinese voices throw me off, but it's really good, so.
弟兄们，准备战斗！ 给我轰！
怎么，要我变装去探下虚实吗？
Okay, there we go.
自由射击！找好
Yeah,
位置，射击！
都准备好了吗？准备，开火！
Yeah, I know that I totally agree with that. So used to Japanese voices all the time, and now we're hearing some Chinese. Throws you off a little bit.
不要大意，部队的后勤也要跟上。
No.
哎，这
Alas, I suffered a big loss this time. Everyone retreat now.
自由射击！找好位置，射击！
Valid. Valid.
下令吧，是你证明自己的时候了。 尝尝这个。
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
I'm gonna make sure they're all healed up.
小姑娘，快下命令吧。
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
做决定前，先收集下情报吧。
谨遵吩咐。
Isn't this the French army of beggars? How dare they show their faces here? Look at the miserable equipment and troops, and they want to confront us with this? Push the front line forward and teach these mud-covered bumpkins a lesson.
是敌军，开火！
都准备好了吗？注意，放！
不要大意，部队的后勤也要跟上。
怎么？ 要我变装去探下虚实吗？
自由射击！
That was the
找好位置，射击！
the Lord of something rather, that VN, right?
“不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。”
自由射击！
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
下令吧，是你证明自己的时候了。尝尝这个。
小姑娘，快下命令吧。
准备，开火！
This is impossible. How does they defeat me with so few troops? She must be a witch. Damn it.
Pauline received standard report ×2. Woo! thank God it missed.
都准备好了吗？注意，放！
做决定前，先收集下情报吧。找好位置，射击！
Okay, somehow won. I got penalty. Gross. Ouch. We achieved such a victory with such limited forces. She's just as incredible as her brother. Haha, Mademoiselle Bonaparte is truly a talented commander with a well-deserved reputation. Hello, that's not what you said before.
确实，
Indeed, Commander Bonaparte's performance proved to be both excellent and impressive. You're very different from those who joined the army just for money and power. I look forward to working together with you in the future. Yeah, there's a diamond behind me. Leaf has escaped to the living room. You're all too kind. How am I worthy of the general of the army if I can't handle this kind of difficulty, right? Marquise de Lafayette always taught us how to be this way at the École Bertelière. Well, it seems that you guys still treat me as an outsider. We still have enemies to deal with, so let's dispense with formalities, shall we? Marquise de Lafayette, what have you taught them? And don't be so cautious and official, just call me Pauline. I'm glad I could keep the casualties of my army to a minimal this time.
有意思。
Interesting, this young lady is so interesting. It's not bad to have such a commander. Having said that, Paulette, you're a veteran officer in the army, and the military discipline must be followed. Don't you worry. With such a good boss, I'm willing to work hard.
真的吗？
Great. With the help of an elder like Paulette, I'm truly relieved.
啊，
What? Elder? I'm only 27 years old. Excuse me, is Pauline Bonaparte here? Who's yelling outside? New combat. Quests available. Excuse me. Huh.
我这屋子也不是借给你白住的。
The Oriental Pirates. Pauline, who has a reconnaissance mission with Lunds, accidentally boarded the enemy's warship. Just when the two were about to be found by the enemy on board, a strange figure appeared in the cabin. Then clear up the enemy forces on the plains, seize this opportunity to train your troops and prepare for the upcoming battle. We'll do this one first. No, she's not. She's not Bonaparte's wife. No.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
She just knows her brother, and is allowing her to stay there, allowing Pauline to stay there.
小事一桩，包在我身上就行了。
谨遵吩咐。
不。
好事要趁早，今天的头功就让给我吧。
Possibly, I don't know. I don't know much about the French Revolution. Very little info I know, so.
准备，开火！打起精神，可别落在后面了。注意，放！伙计们，该你们上场表现了。开火！开火！
不要大意，部队的后勤也要跟上。是敌军，开火！别松懈，还没到高兴的时候。等我们凯旋回国时，再做庆祝吧。
哼，整理一下行装，让我们骠骑兵来亮个相。跟好了，冲垮他们！
尝尝这个。
都准备好了吗？
你们看好了，可别拖我的后腿啊！
弟兄们，准备战斗！
下令吧，是你证明自己的时候了。
Yeah, he isn't. He doesn't have any items. Shoot. Ah,
都别落下，冲锋！跟好了，冲垮他们！都别落下，冲锋！跟好了，冲垮他们！
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
I think after I finish this,
开火！
I think after I finish this,
准备，开火！
I think after I finish this,
开火！
I think after I finish this,
开火！
I think after I finish this, 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 this sequence up, I will call it.
这就是平时训练的成果吧？
好事要趁早，今天的头功就让给我吧。
谨遵吩咐。是敌军，开火！
小事一桩，包在我身上就行了。
给我轰！
I like how she's just drunk every time she battles.
开火！开火！
不要大意，部队的后勤也要跟上。
伙计们，该你们上场表现了。
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
哼，整理一下行装，让我们骠骑兵来亮个相。都别落下，冲锋！
都准备好了吗？注意，放！
下令吧，是你证明自己的时候了。
你们看好了，可别拖我的后腿啊！
弟兄们，准备战斗！
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
小事一桩。 包在我身上就行了。
好事要趁早，今天的头功就让给我吧。
谨遵吩咐。
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
哼，整理一下行装，让我们骠骑兵来亮个相。
不要大意，部队的后勤也要跟上。
伙计们，该你们上场表现了。
尝尝这个。
Please don't kill him. Oh, thank God.
弟兄们，准备战斗！ 给我轰！
都准备好了吗？准备，开火！注意，放！
你们看好了，可别拖我的后腿啊！
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
小事一桩，包在我身上就行了。
好事要趁早，今天的头功就让给我吧。开火！开火！
I guess they can do some damage.
跟好了，冲垮他们！哼，我早说过了，别管什么作战计划，跟我冲就对了。
下令吧，是你证明自己的时候了。
Almost suspended the game. Don't want to do that.
哼，有点。
伙计们，该你们上场表现了。让你们瞧瞧我的拿手好戏！预备，放！这势头不错吧？怎么样，再给点赏钱吧？
打起精神，可别落在后面了。好机会，就在这儿击溃他们。
谨遵吩咐。是敌军，开火！
Afraid I was gonna lose another person. Alrighty. That is where we're going to end it for today. Let us see if there's anyone to raid.
We are going to raid the Laughing Boy. They are playing Golden Sun right now. Well, thank you all for coming. Raid with whatever you wish. But I shall see you guys next time. Bye-bye!